2 years ago, because this is like close to 3 years now, 2 years ago when I was at that transitional house, the Close the Workhouse campaign actually came there to kind of spread the word that this is what they were trying to do. At that time, I was interested, but I was definitely most interested in getting myself healthy, right, getting myself stable. So I didn't want to jump into any type of organizations or things like that at that time, but I knew that was my road. But I was still, like, trying to make sure that I was going to stay clean, okay? You know what I'm saying? And just getting myself together. So I started working at the workhouse. I started working at the Bail Project. And I've been working there since January, and I have the privilege of going to pay bonds for people that are held in pretrial detention. If you know anything about jail versus prison, you're held in pretrial detention for a lengthy amount of time because you don't have money to pay bail, right? And excessive bail
violation
is
of due process.
Violation of, yeah, exactly. It's a violation of your Eighth Amendment because you have a right to a speedy trial and not to excessive bail, right? And so what we do is we not only bail them out of jail and don't ask for any monetary, they don't have any monetary incentive of their own, but we provide them with the resources that they need to make that transition successful, right, to make sure that they get back and forth to court. So we have a community support model. And so the people that are cycling in and out or whatever, I'm able to be there with them, talk them through the situation, share my story with them. These are my people, right? Like we were just saying, these are my people. So it's like this is exactly where I need to be. So that's how I got affiliated with the campaign. That's how I got affiliated with the campaign, and that's how I was able to share my story about the workhouse, about the indignities that's going on in it. And my brother actually died in the workhouse. And in the article, I was mistreated. Yeah, I was mistreated in the workhouse. So it's like being a part of these amazing group of organizers that were literally hitting the ground, having meetings every week, going to press, doing door knocks. I'm talking about they really, the community did that. You know what I'm saying? Like the community and the people of the community did that. And that is when I really noticed the power of community. Because my truth is, before this year, I have never voted. My truth is, before this year, I have never voted. I never felt like in my current, like what was right here in front of me, that it was applicable to my life, right? That it would make a difference in the situation or the circumstances that I was in. And see, that's another form of voter suppression, and we'll get into that because I'm also working on a campaign called Unlock the Vote with EXPO, Missouri. But so that's how I got affiliated with the Bail Project. And they literally emptied out the workhouse. You know what I'm saying? Literally emptied out the workhouse, and they just kept pushing, and I'm grateful to have a small part in such a big, huge
organization.
Organization.
I love
project. It. Yes. I'm grateful, so grateful.
Beautiful. Good. So we know about your past. We know what you have been working on. What now? What next?
Oh, man. So what's next? Okay, definitely. So I'm a poet as well. So definitely my poetry. I'm a pretty good poet. I'm pretty, kind of known a little bit for my words. So I actually want to implement a couple of programs that I'm working on right now. Right now I'm actually going to school at St. Louis University, but I'm also taking a very, very, very rigorous coaching and well-being, coaching and well-being training, because I want to be able to implement the overall healthy well-being lifestyle into my community, right, and create these programs of my own that I could touch the people that needed to be touched, right? And although I have the lived experience and I have I'm spiritually inclined, but also having like some knowledge as far as educational with psychology and things like that would just only make it better. So, there's going to be a lot, like remember the name, because it's going down, basically.
Oh, you in a book. You in that book of life. You in that Lamb's book of life. So you good, Tracy Stanton.
Yeah.
You good. We got you. We got you.
Yeah.
So I'm just proud of you. Congratulations. Listening to you is really like a reflection of listening to myself. Some of the stuff that I've gone through, you've gone through it. We've got a similar background. And I love the way that our spirits mesh and how we got in contact with each other. It was like, it was like, we hit it off. Like, yeah, let's do this. Let's make this happen. Like the energy is just good. and I just wanted to let you know that you are welcome on our show anytime. This is your show, sister. You know, this is your show.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you. This is your show. Yeah. You're powerful. You have a powerful voice in the community. You speak truth, and God is definitely with you. I think it's important that you embrace the gifts that you have. You mentioned when you were incarcerated, people would come to you for advice, and they would talk to you. You would, be that mentor for them. But then, when it came to your own personal life, like, we go through. we good advice. Come to our turn as like, why you just give me sand to eat for breakfast? Right. That ain't cool. Now I want some eggs and some waffles and some. Well, maybe not because I'm vegan. Maybe not some eggs, but
me too.
Maybe not them waffles.
Right.
You know what I mean? But being a vegan and all, it's like no. But having a real conversation with yourself. Michael Jackson said it best when he said, "I'm looking at the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways." And so that's what we have to do. We have to look at the man or woman in the mirror, and we have to demand that we change our ways. One thing that you pointed out was, addiction and having strongholds over us. I went through a phase where I was smoking cigarettes, and I smoked cigarettes. I quit cold 3 times, but before I got out, I was 18 years old, and I decided, before I get out, I'm gonna stop smoking cigarettes. I'm gonna stop whatever negative, bad habits I thought I had, or I identified that I had that I wanted to correct. I did that. Like, I quit smoking cigarettes, cold turkey, in ISO, in isolation segregation. The whole, we know what we're talking about, but for those that are listening, like, what's ISO? What's isolation? What's segregation?
Right.
So
that's our language.
Right. Lockdown, but single man cell. 23 and 1. Coming out 24/7. You're 20. Coming out once.
On the brick. On the
showers
yard.
On the brick. On the yard. Once a week.
Okay.
Right.
Right. They don't know.
That part. They don't understand that life, like playing football box, okay? Okay. But anyway, we had some conversation. I'll tell you, this ain't gonna be the last time I'm telling you, but we had some conversation. But yeah, you have to really come to grips with who you are and overcoming those strongholds, overcoming those obstacles in your life, right? So when I quit smoking cigarettes, and then I low-key picked up coffee for a hot second. Just like a second. I didn't like the taste of it. Yeah. And I was like, you know what? No. But I came vegan like instantly, like overnight. Like, I stopped eating, I wasn't eating pork anyway. I stopped eating beef first. Then I stopped eating fish. Then I stopped eating chicken, fried chicken. And then I stopped eating baked chicken because, they would serve us baked and fried. So then I stopped, like, in a month, I was good. It was done. I wasn't eating none of that. But then I slept more. You know what I mean? I slept more. Yeah. Because my body wasn't adjusting, right? And so this is what we have to go through. Some of us can stop cold turkey, but some of us, it takes a moment for us to realize the effect. 28 to 30 days. It's a process. It takes the body, the psyche, between 28 and 30 days to complete a new cycle, to flush and cleanse and make whole again. So your body begins to repair itself from the turmoil, from the hurt, from the pain, from the misery, all of that, right? So you have to go through a brain washing, a washing of your mind in order to become that stronger man or woman that you need to be in order to metamorphosize into that God is, right? That's a whole other conversation.
That's right. There's a whole other, and we could do that because I'm about that life too. And I just want to say, right? So,
yes.
Listen, I all of those things, because I was addicted to any and everything outside of me to make me feel good. Because there was a time I was addicted to food too, right? So I was a big girl growing up too, but I was addicted to everything, all to be able to make this transition and be detached from all of those things, like the cigarettes, the weed, the liquor. I don't literally do anything. And it's like you said, it's a change of mindset, because what we will do, we will trick ourselves into thinking that we're rewarding ourselves with things that are unhealthy for us, right? So it's a whole different shift of mindset, you know what I mean, and a spiritual shift as well, as to really trying to be like your highest self, your best self, and you want to be as healthy as you can in every area of your life. Am I perfect? No. But every day I strive to love myself. And if you love yourself, you will at least attempt to be disciplined, because self-discipline is one of the highest forms of self-love. You know what I mean? And that's whether you're being disciplined with your eating, whether you're being disciplined with yourself, with your emotions, right, with your conversation, whether you're being disciplined in any of those areas. It's a whole change and shift of mindset about what is it really to be healthy, right? What is it really to be healthy? What is it really to be, like someone asked me today, what do I do about cheat days? And then they were my response was, why would I cheat myself with something that's going to kill me? Like, it was just a whole different mindset.
Hold it right there. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back. You guys are listening to Kingya Speaks Network, and on our show today is Tracy Stanton, a very phenomenal sister. We'll be back with more. Thank you so much.
Ready to pay off debts? Thinking about buying a home? Do you have a student loan problem? Individuals facing financial difficulties experience very different situations. That's why CreditCardScore.online is here to help you determine the best way to approach your situation with outstanding credit counseling service options. Learn how to dispute inaccurate, erroneous, and obsolete information on your credit report. Begin to restore or rebuild credit immediately with our secured credit card. Start establishing positive credit history that will improve your credit score today. Go to our website, creditcardscore.online. Ladies and gents, discover the shoe design that makes your style pop and come alive. Want a custom shoe for a special event? Check us out, KaiCollections.com. Follow us on Instagram at Kai Collection, KAAE Collections. Do you have a story to tell, experiences or wisdoms that are begging to be shared, or just great show topic ideas? Let us know. Email us, Kingya Speaks, KINGYA Speaks @gmail.com. Follow us on your favorite social media platform. Write a review on iHeartRadio and Apple iTunes. You can find us wherever you stream your favorite podcasts.
All right, welcome back, guys. I am excited to say that Tracy Stanton is in the building. She is with us. Tracy, how you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling amazing.
Wonderful. So on this Blacktastic Day, let's talk about Black Wall Street, building Black Wall Street one person at a time. With everything that's going on, Tracy, what are your thoughts and views on building Black Wall Street? How do we keep the monies in our communities? How do we support the Black communities and alter and change the current climate, in your opinion?
So in my opinion, first of all, like I said, it's a lot of things when it comes to, a lot of things that have been implemented into our minds, right? A mindset that a lot of stereotypes that have been embedded in our mind when it comes to us dealing with Black businesses, opposed from us dealing with anybody that else is not Black, right? We hold these people to such a different regard than we hold our own people to when it comes to dealing with Black businesses. We already go in with a different mindset. We go in wanting discounts. We go in, if we even do go in, because the history of slavery, right, has us, whether it's so deeply rooted, believing that Black is worse, white is better, right? So if you have a product, and it could be the same product, your mind sometimes will tell you that this product is better, right? Because it's not coming from an African American. It's sad, but it's true, and that's the truth, and that's something that we really need to realize. But I think first, financial literacy, right? Educating, cooperative cooperative economics, so actually coming together. We have this individualistic mindset because we don't trust, because of our previous experiences that we don't trust. But if we can all create that unity and literally like buy these blocks or put all our money in to buy this building or to create this business or go on this business venture, that's how every other culture does it, right? So you see